Hi there, my name is Rosanna B. Dororai for short, and you're on to Rita Mitrai. Welcome to this week's episode. So, we'll be talking about the different traits or summary of the traits of the different kind of women and male that we have. And so, what prompted that was a question which I want to answer today. The question is this: I would repeat it. It's you know, is it okay, or how long should a lady play hard to get? Is it okay for a lady to take 6 months, take 3 months, before? Is it realistic in today's age, in today's relationship? Truth of the matter is, it depends on the lady. It depends on the male too. It may work for some, may not work for some, but in general, it doesn't really work now. Um, an alpha female, for example, if you're asking an alpha female out, she could even answer you same day. She already knows what she wants. She's seen that you fit that bill. In fact, you won't even come close to an alpha female, or she won't give you the room to come close to her, if she doesn't think you fit the bill. And you have to also know that if you're asking an alpha female out and the fact that she says yes doesn't make her cheap. That's why you must know the kind of woman you're asking out. Most people have made this mistake in the past and say, oh, because she said yes the very day I asked her out, so she's cheap. No, she just knows that she has decided to accept you, and like I said earlier, she's not afraid to walk away. So if you do anyhow, or she doesn't understand what you're doing, she walks away. And this person is not a typical housewife, so it's not the one you're coming to, or like I said, it's hard to find an alpha that submits. It takes really the grace of God, and it takes one who really knows God. So she's not. She expects for her to say yes to you. She expects that you understand that you've seen that she's alpha, and so you should know how to relate with her. So, how do you relate with an alpha woman? You relate with an alpha woman if a man in equal terms. An alpha woman will bring money to the house. An alpha woman, if there are chores, she expects it to be shared. May not be in equal proportion, but she expects you to do some things at home. An alpha woman would always want to pursue a business, pursue a career. She's not gamma. A gamma woman is a complete housewife. Does not mind. Will just stay home. I hope you know that some women stay home. For example, I stay home, but I'm not a gamma woman. But I stay home and I make money from the house. There's some women who work from home. This is not what I'm saying about gamma. A gamma woman is one who just wants to be a housewife, and the husband provides everything. They don't have any business, they don't do any business, nothing. The only thing they do is to take care of kids. Okay, so, but an alpha, you hardly find an alpha staying at home doing nothing. They stay at home and ensure that they're bringing money. They have a reason for you. See, an alpha woman does everything for a reason. A better woman, circumstances may make her stay at home, does not mean that she likes it. Even though an alpha woman is a career woman, but a better woman is more of a career woman. They're the ones that like this office work or like teaching. They're the ones that like go and come, but they don't like staying long hours. But an alpha woman is one that can be an executive, stay long hours, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at work. But a better woman, no. Once it's 4 or 5, she's thinking of her family, she needs to go home and all those kind of things. So if you are asking a better woman out, there's every probability that you may get a yes probably within a week or a month. They may try to slow a bit. That's it, because a better woman is trying to, I told you, even though she knows what she wants, she's not sure. That's just her nature. So she wants to take more time, probably study you and different things. So if you are going for a better woman and you expect her to behave like an alpha woman and give you an answer that day or the next day, and then you lose hope and say, oh, this one doesn't like me and the rest, you've lost out on the girl. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong answer. Don't waste time. The truth is, who is the lady in question? What is her trait? So you'll be able to know that, okay, this is gamma, so this is why she's behaving like this. And then, of course, this is better, that's why she's behaving like this. And therefore, gamma, if you ask them out, that one can take 1 year. Because the truth of the matter is, they are not even confident in themselves. They are the type that I don't even believe. Especially, the only time you see a gamma responding immediately is when she has recognized that this is an alpha male. That's the truth. Or maybe a beta male. But if she says that you're a gamma male like her, she will just not be sure. Even you, the guy that's asking her, your confidence is not even there. So she's not saying the confidence, she just feels, a gamma male feels inferior. It's not and are mostly introverts. It's not like the gamma or that is an extrovert or a beta that is an ambivert, in between the two. So this is extremely introvert, and then she's not feeling, oh, she's not worth it. The only reason why she will answer to an alpha immediately is because for a gamma woman, an alpha man is a dream man, one who is a protector, one who would come and provide everything, one who will come and do. So immediately she sees that one, she can answer immediately. So you have to know, where the person you want to ask out stand. And an alpha male, and that's why most alpha males don't hang out with gamma, even though gamma is best for them, because gamma will be submissive, gamma will cook clean, gamma would not argue with you, gamma is not opinionated like alpha and the rest. But they don't end up with those kind of women because they don't have the patience to wait for the 6 months. That's the problem, because an alpha and an alpha, except there is God in that marriage or relationship, is heading for disaster. Alpha and beta probably, and then the beta man is one who is better off with an alpha female, because the beta man doesn't mind if his wife is more successful, doesn't mind if his wife has more money, doesn't mind if she's opinionated, doesn't mind if she's a career person. He's comfortable in his skin because he has what he's doing too. He's okay, he's not too assertive, he's alright. So far you don't step into his boundaries, the boundaries he has created, the alpha respects it, he's good. But a gamma male would never, is always intimidated by an alpha female. He would never ever even find her attractive to even ask her out. He just sees her as a boss person, he just sees her as rude, he just sees her as someone who would never submit to him, and he is a subservient person. That is someone who thinks lowly of himself in the first place. So the mistake some alpha women make by marrying a gamma man is that this is the gamma type of person that will tell you, no, don't take that promotion, or because you've been promoted will tell you, okay, stay at home, or you must leave that job. He's the type that will say, give me your salary and rest. It's because he's insecure. A gamma man is terribly insecure. So you must know the type of individual that is asking you and what your own trait is, to see. You see, if most people will sit down truthfully and analyze certain things before they go into a relationship, believe you me, these rates of divorce and all those things will not have it, because a gamma man will have no business looking for an alpha person for it to go and be causing conflict in the house. And that is why I said love, if you looked at my past, I think it was in February or January, one of it, I told you love is not enough. There are so many factors that make a relationship work. So many factors that make marriages work. So to answer you who asked this request question, most ladies these days, this is not the 90s, 50s, so we're having more women shift from gamma to beta. Alpha is still on the league of his own, and so very few people are moving from beta to alpha, because like I said, you can move. Experiences, different things can make you become assertive, become confident, become this. But you must understand that in general, if you're still going to say yes in the next 6 months, so what is the problem? Why not say, we're not in 1950. This is the 21st century for crying out loud. Why can't you just accept and, because even if you take 6 months, if the man is going to be a bad man, bad husband, if he's going to deal with you, or the woman that has even taken 6 months and is acting like I'm praying, some of them will say I'm praying, I'm doing different things, does not mean, it's not a recipe, does not mean that the relationship will still work. So if you like this person, I think it's childishness or immaturity on both sides. Or why are you guys playing cat and mouse game? If you like the person and you have, as a believer, you have prayed, like I always tell people, God is not deaf. This thing you say, I'm praying 2 years, I don't think it's right. That's why, and don't pray alone, like I said. You must have accountability partner, 2-3 people, take it up in prayer. You should give an answer in record time. Why are you waiting for 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? I've never understood it anyway. But I know some people who will say, okay, they took their time, they waited and everything, the same thing. To each their own. So know who you are asking, and you cannot, and that's why in relationship there's no rule. It's not mathematics. There's no rule and to say, it's not to say, oh, because this has happened to A, this has happened to B. And that's why for those of you who have been in past relationships that didn't work and then you're going into another one, I think you need to sit down to ask yourself why it didn't work. Most people are always blaming, the other person. But think back and think and see where you contributed, one. Secondly, and know what kind of person was this. Is this the kind of person I really want to, that's what I mean, whether it's alpha, beta and all that, I really want to spend my life with, or no, I don't, I've dated an alpha, I'm not comfortable with an alpha, so let me, go for a beta, I think it will be better. Whatever he thinks you want, when you're going looking for someone to either, you know, start a relationship with and see how it goes, or even if you want to strazzle, you know, I mean straight up, you know, tell the person I want to get married to you and all that, check and know what characteristic traits this person have, and then if it's compatible with you. Because most people just, you know, jump in, oh, she's beautiful, I like her and all that. All those things don't really count when the chips are down in the relationship. Because you see, and let me just rub this in here, there's something they call nature, nurture versus nature. Depending on all these alpha, beta and gamma ladies, it depends on how they were brought up again. If one was brought up by strong parents, because an alpha female is very strong, and maybe she grew up in a house where there were no boys, and so she had to step up to the plate and be a man. Those things, those characteristics are already in, you know, is what she grew up with. That's nurture. And then nature now has to do with the environment she now found herself. Maybe everywhere around her, you know, she had to step up to the plate. She had to, you know, always talk. She always had to be confrontational to get things. So always, those things will shape the kind of person she will become. So you must put those things into consideration. You cannot expect the way maybe your first girlfriend was gamma, the way she was behaving, kneeling down for you, katoing for you and everything, is what you expect an alpha female who all her life had, you know, been excessive or had to use force or struggle to get things for herself. So you must know the kind of person, especially your first date. Those are things you should be discussing. You know, how did you grow up? How is your family? Like, that should give you an idea of what has formed her. That should give you an idea of what her core is, or what his core is. So, but most people, you go, you're discussing color, discussing, oh, I like wine, I like the food, oh, this place is beautiful, when you should be asking for serious things to know whether there should be a second date or not. So, and most of you actually say now, you don't even do dates anymore. You do WhatsApp. You know, you ask people out on WhatsApp, okay, so that you will know whether the WhatsApp should continue. Alright, so join me next week or Rita with Rai while we talk about, I told you I wanted to talk about like the believing alpha female especially. I know, and or well, all of them, just like for I would be addressing more of the believer now, or more of generally, even not the believer, but when it comes to this characteristics in marriage and submission and all that. So join me next week on Return with Rai. My social media handles are on my screen, where I will conclude this series. Bye.